All right, so technically we're live on YouTube. So ahorita, a ver, hopefully somebody joins in. I take
Yeah.
these way more than anything. I take these more as practice and being able to and I'm pretty sure it helps you as well. Like just in case, because at one point you're gonna make it away. You're gonna make it, and then you're gonna have plenty of interviews. So I feel like all of this helps you out too.
Oh yeah, it definitely does.
Yeah, to just be able to hold up a conversation or get like interviewed and all that. That's the way I take it. That's the way I look at all these things. It's helping me just prepare myself for future events.
Yeah, I know. Getting interviewed is hard, dude. I remember when I did the podcast with you, and then I did another little interview with other people. I was like, damn, this is kind of hard. But once you get going, it gets easy.
Yeah, team one. Yeah. So technically we're live, pero esta madre no va a comenzar officially, and we got like 4 minutes right now.
Yeah, yeah. But that fight for tomorrow should be good. The rematch.
Oh, it's gonna be freaking badass. Oh, I'm super excited about that. I feel like the same excitement as the fights going Ryan Garcia, Devin Haney, but unfortunately those fights were whack. But I'm hoping this
Yeah,
uh, a lot better.
yeah. The UFC is always does better when it's fights like that.
Oh, for sure, bro.
Yeah, even when it's like a rematch, that's just always better. Especially with the O'Malley. I think he's
Mm-hmm.
down pretty good.
Yeah, he gets down. Oh, wait. How far are you from home?
Uh, a little while. I'll probably just end up parking right here on the side, anyways.
Oh, okay, cool. We don't have
Yeah.
to we don't have to do it for too long. We can do probably like maybe 30 minutes, or if it goes a little bit longer, fine, but I don't want to take up your time either.
No, you're straight. Don't worry about it. I'm fucking chilling.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
You're able to see. I've never seen the actual experience from a phone from your perspective. How does it look from your end? Like, por ejemplo, when I show videos, are you able to see the videos pretty good?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Right now, I see the whole live stream starting soon. I see the numbers at the bottom,
Oh, that's
the
pretty
logo
dope.
that you did. I see
Hell
the whole
yeah,
thing.
that's pretty dope.
So se ve todo.
Yeah. Wait, I don't know if I told you, but all of this it's done with AI. For example, the build of Nomas, the live stream starting soon. All of that was done by ChatGPT.
Yeah, you got to use that nowadays.
Yeah, exactly. Right.
Oh,
Oh, do you mind sharing the story way on? Oh fuck, but it might log you out, huh?
the Keyshawn over the Keyshawn Davis.
No way, it's because I just tagged you on the live thing. I mean on the Instagram post.
Yeah, it probably will.
Oh yeah, fuck it. All right, we got 1 minute. All right, there we go. All right, 20 seconds away. Ahí va.
That little belt thing is pretty dope.
Oh fuck. All right. So the intro's about to start right now, and we'll get this going.
Come on.
Ladies and gentlemen, Welcome to the Nomas podcast fight series, the only show where we step into the ring, break down the octagon, and dive deep into the world of combat sports. From explosive knockouts to breaking news in boxing and the UFC, we've got it all covered. So grab your gloves, tighten your wraps, and get ready for another fight night reaction you won't forget.
Hoy no más.
Mr. Frank Barajas, and we are freaking live. Welcome back to Nomas podcast fight series number 3. Welcome back, we.
Thank you. Excited for this third one.
Yeah, I almost thought we weren't gonna make it, we.
Yeah, I got busy at the gym, man. But we're here. We're definitely here now.
Yeah, a lot going on, huh?
Yeah, just getting some kids ready for some fights coming up soon.
Nice.
And I have my Pro Adam Palma fight in July 19th here in San Diego again.
That's what's up. I saw your story a couple of minutes ago that said we're always moving or something like that. What's that about?
That what?
That you posted something that you had, I think, a bunch of punching bags in the back of a truck.
Yeah, so we're finally locking in a location for Raw Talent Boxing San Diego.
Oh, okay, nice.
So we're gonna have
our
own gym.
Raw Talent Boxing San Diego. That's your own spot, or you're in collaboration?
Yeah,
collaboration.
It's a collab with another gym of one of my boys up in Santa Ana.
Yeah,
so I'm branching it out to San Diego.
Nice. Yeah, and so, right now, currently, you're going to be here in Spring Valley, right?
Right now, I'll be in Spring Valley, yeah, for this month or so.
Nice.
Not too long.
Cool. Wait, well, I think, what is it that we should get started with? Should we get started with UFC, being that tomorrow's going to be the main event of Sugar Sean and versus Merab 2, the rematch? You think that, or the Jake Paul versus Julio Cesar Chavez?
Oh man, we got a lot to talk about that Jake Paul Chavez.
All right, so let's go ahead. So you said the Jake Paul one or the UFC event first?
Let's go UFC.
Okay, cool. All right, so tomorrow, I'm super excited. Right before we got started with this live stream, I was just telling Frank that I feel the same excitement that I felt on the previous live that we did, the fight series, which was all the different fights from Ryan Garcia, the Devin Haney, Teofimo Lopez fights, that I was super, super pumped. And I feel the same excitement for this one. However, I'm really, really hoping that we don't get discouraged like we did last time. But being that it's UFC, I think it's a whole different environment. So that's the main reason why I wanted to do not only boxing, but also UFC, pretty much anything that has to do with the combat sports. So I'm super, super pumped. You were able to see a little bit of the previous fight, no?
Yeah, I actually saw some of the fight when they first fought, and it was just a lot of. They didn't like each other for sure, and then a lot of funny stuff was going on.
Yeah.
Cheap shots, a couple kisses too.
Yeah, for sure. So right here we have Mr. Merab and Sugar Sean. A lot of things have changed from the last event. The last time they fought, obviously, Sugar Sean was the title holder. He was the champion, and they were fighting at Noche UFC, which was in the Dome in Las Vegas. So it was a freaking it was a freaking dope ass event. Did you see by any chance any of the footage of the Dome by any chance?
That thing is pretty cool, bro.
Oh, it's badass. Have you been, or have you seen it in person, or no?
I didn't see it in person. I saw the fights, and I saw how they had it, right? Like all the effects and stuff. But I was just like, dude, doing a boxing show would be so dope.
Oh man, freaking crazy. Yeah, they had the whole freaking oh man, I think I lost it. But they had the dome itself. It's taking a little bit, but the dome itself looked like that. Freaking beautiful. Yeah, all the different effects. But that was something that they were asking the fighters, was all of that distracting for the actual fights? And they said it was a little weird because it was more of an event rather than the actual just fighting, just keeping it simple with the fights. So, similar to the past that Ryan Garcia, the Devin Haney's and all that, when they fought in Times Square
in New York.
Yeah, everything seemed off, but yeah, Merab ended up taking the win, and he became the champion. And everybody, for some reason, I think a lot of the fan base for UFC, they don't like Merab because he's more of a grappler. But
Right.
yeah, I don't know. It's just and Sugar Sean, he's more of a striker, and just seeing that Sugar Sean just pretty much got outclassed. Yeah, I'm like super excited to see how the difference in training is going to take place for this rematch.
Yeah, because I know O'Malley. I've heard of him more,
Okay.
and I've seen him. He's knocking guys out. He's doing all this crazy. Like, Luke can fight.
Oh yeah,
Luke
for sure.
can
Yeah.
fight.
Yeah. So I'm gonna play a little bit of the footage when Sugar Sean actually won the title, and you can tell
Yeah.
his skill sets when it comes down to the striking is freaking insane. Here, let me play it real quick.
Might be like early round 2. Sterling on it.
Sorry, it's lagging a little bit and getting a bunch of notifications. I might have to mute it a little bit, but there we go. Just look at his striking.
Yeah, he's. That right hand's vicious.
Yeah, and right there, that's when he became pretty much a superstar and champion. And I feel like the UFC, was really hoping for his stardom, because
Yeah.
he's a character, and you know how like even in boxing, you want somebody that's a showman to be the star of your sport, and he has the hairstyle, the tattoos, almost like Conor McGregor style. I'm not sure if you're familiar.
Yeah,
with
yeah,
McGregor.
he was like the 2.0 Conor McGregor.
Yeah, I agree. And I feel like they really wanted him to be the superstar. So when they had him being the main event at Noche UFC and he lost, I feel like the whole storyline went down. But now
Yeah.
he's getting a second chance to becoming a champion once again. But I didn't even know who Merab was. So I was thinking, when I first saw their fight between Sugar Sean and Merab fight, I'm like, oh, Sean O'Malley is going to freaking take this like nothing, right? But then I saw, like, I ended up binge watching a lot of the fights of Merab, and he's a beast. Like, have you seen some of his fights by any chance?
Yeah, I've seen a couple of his fights.
Yeah, so something that Merab gets praised for is his cardio, and stamina. He's like nonstop. They say that he can go like freaking all 5 rounds like nothing at the same pace from start to finish. They can say that they even say that he can go 15 rounds and be at the same pace. So he's a
Yeah.
beast. And not, but the only thing is that when Sugar Sean, being that he's a striker, there was one incident that, what's his name, Merab, he even got knocked down, and he was still able to pull out the win even after getting knocked down. He still won by TKO. I'll play a little bit of the clip so you can check it out.
Did I really just forget that melody? Did I really just forget?
Dang, those little gloves, bro.
Yeah. Crazy, bro. And after being knocked down like that, he was still able to take the win. Freaking beast, bro. He got knocked down and he was still able to take it. Check it out.
That's the conditioning that got him there, dude.
Yeah. And I noticed
that's what he do. If he didn't have the cardio, he probably would have slept.
Yeah, exactly. I heard the first thing that you said is those little gloves.
4 ounces.
Freaking crazy. What's a boxing ounce for a glove?
8 ounce and 10 ounce.
Okay, 8 ounce and 10 ounce. Bro, I've even tried the 16 ounce. Man, they still freaking hurt me.
Yeah, I mean, a punch is a punch, man. It's always gonna hurt no matter what.
Yeah, for sure. So Yeah, I don't know. Like I'm really really excited. I'm rooting myself. I'm rooting for Sugar Sean just because he's a showman. But now that I've
Yeah.
seen Merab, he's a stand up guy. He's there for a specific reason. But yeah, I'm super excited. Honestly, whoever wins, my hats off to whoever wins because it takes a lot of effort just to get even to that point in time of becoming a champion at the UFC.
Yeah. I
Uh,
will be personally. I'm going with O'Malley.
Yeah,
You need that. You need that character, bro.
I agree. I agree.
You need that character. You need because he talks a lot of smack, dude, and he backs it up. So
Yeah,
I think the UFC needs that again, man. They gotta bring. He needs to win and bring that back again. That vibe.
yeah, I agree. It needs those characters, right?
Well, yeah, and then I mean he wins this one. Let's say he wins this one. It sets up a third fight.
Yeah, yeah, that's true. I think
'Cause
they asked.
their first fight was good. It was actually real good. There
Yeah,
was a lot of little things they were doing. I know the other guy, he was like getting him on the floor, or I think he had him like in a chokehold,
yeah,
and then like he kissed him in the neck or in the back or something like that.
yeah,
And the round ended. O'Malley came and just like let him have like 2-3 punches.
yeah, yeah. So I pulled up
So
some of the stats right now, so you can kind of check it out, and it's pretty insane. I think there's even some records that can be broken on tomorrow's fight. Check it out. So these are the different fighter profiles that I pulled up. For some reason, my freaking computer's lagging, but there we go. So these are some fun facts for Sugar Sean. His current record is 18-2-0. He's 30 years old, height reach 5'11", 72 inches reach. Um, switch stance, I'm not sure what that is. Do you know what that is?
switch stance. I think that's meaning that he's is he lefty or he switches both left and right.
Maybe it's that. So
Yeah.
his current stats with he has 12 wins by KO or TKO. Second highest significant strike accuracy in bantamweight history. Holds the record for most significant strikes in a 3-round bantamweight fight.
Yeah, bantamweight.
And then Merab the Machine, he's 19-4-0, age 34, so he's a little bit older. He's only
So he's
five.
older, so he's like coming out. He's almost out.
Yeah, and he's only 5'6", so he's very short, bro, compared to O'Malley. O'Malley was 5'11", so
Yeah.
68 inches. So just based on number, it's freaking crazy that Merab was able to take the win against Sugar Sean. Stance, Orthodox team, Serra-Longo fight team, notable
Yeah.
stats. Okay, so this is the crazy part right here. So he currently has 12 fight UFC win streak. So he hasn't lost for 12 fights in a row, bro.
Shit, dude, that's
That's freaking crazy to have that streak in the UFC.
that's damn. I didn't know that. That's a big confident boost right there.
Big time, bro. And like I said, that's why they call him the machine, bro, because he don't freaking stop. So,
Dude,
so
that's
if he so he has another current stat that most takedowns in UFC history. So 92 takedowns. Also, I think there's some more history, not history, but there's some more records that might be broken here. And actually, it's here. So it has historic stakes. A win for Merab ties him with legends Khabib and John Jones for 13 consecutive UFC victories. So if he wins tomorrow, he pretty much ties up to the freaking legends to Khabib and John Jones and having 13
that's a good stat
consecutive
right
wins.
there.
Yeah. And O'Malley's redemption after losing his title versus Merab at UFC 306, O'Malley underwent hip surgery and has since become a father. He claims to be in his prime and is focused on reclaiming the bantamweight crown. So training camp controversy. Former double champ Henry Cejudo criticized O'Malley for preparation, alleging a cheap training camp lacking in comprehensive sparring and stand-up training. So Merab's antics in the previous bout, Merab famously kissed O'Malley. So this is what you were mentioning during the fight, showcasing his dominance. He has promised a more serious approach in the rematch, aiming for a definite finish. Potential records and milestones. Merab with a victory, he would tie for the third longest win streak in UFC history and further cement his status as possibly the greatest bantamweight of all time. O'Malley,
Damn.
a win would make him a two-time UFC bantamweight champion and could set the stage for future high-profile matchups. I personally think people want, or the UFC wants O'Malley to win. Like you said, pretty much they want that showman to be like their face of the UFC, and he has.
Well, yeah, because I mean, you got what's the other guy's name? What's his name?
Merab.
Merab. He's already 34. He's kind of going out the door already. You got O'Malley. That dude, they can make potential fights, dude. Like that's what they want. They want to keep the younger guy to keep going. You know what I mean? Even though like the other guy can make, he could do records. It'd be cool if he does it, but I don't know, man. Like we've been seeing the age. You can't beat the age anymore. You know what I mean?
Yeah. So you have to give it up to him, man. He's freaking 34 years in age.
He did a
and
lot,
he's still
dude. And then that streak, 12-win streak, that's crazy.
Yeah, that's insane, bro. So tomorrow there's a lot of things in stake. I mean, some history to be made in both, like for both of the fighters. Here I'm gonna play a little bit of their last fight so people can have a feel of how everything went down, and you can see the dominance of Merab against O'Malley.
Don't start this.
I've seen anyone do that.
Crowd noise and being focused. The crowd packed. Most of the crowd as well.
There it is. There it is. First takedown attempt by Merab. Yep.
Yeah.
And he got it.
Comes back up to his feet though, but eating some shots.
Eating up and then Merab.
These two.
Yes, they are.
And a lot of the fight was just that. Merab just freaking dominating the fight all over, bro. All over.
Yeah. This is O'Malley wasn't ready. Like, I don't know if he expected or what, but
Speed again, but he's caught in the guillotine.
Oh, guillotine is tight for doing that.
Yeah, bro. It was just pure dominance.
yeah, he was just joking with him.
There it is.
Just takedown after takedown.
In training.
He used to use these submissions to try to get back up to his feet like that.
But after this fight, bro, they were saying that O'Malley pretty much he stopped smoking. He got off social media. He pretty much started getting his act together. So he like completely changed. And I think one of the key factors that a lot of people are pointing out, you know how he has like his braided hair, pink and all that. In this upcoming fight in the face-offs, he no longer painted his hair. He's more serious. So people are like saying that it's a new, or the old Sugar Sean is back. Yeah.
There's that. Bam.
Yeah, that was a cheap shot, but I think that's the part where what's his name?
You kissed him, yeah.
Yeah, he kissed him.
Dude, his takedowns are, dude, he's strong. Yeah, he was dominating with the
Yeah, bro. So it's I'm super excited for this one. This is the actual face-off where you can tell Sugar Sean is a lot more serious now. So check it out. He's like super serious, and he tells him it's a different fight this time.
Damn. And I'm not big on the UFC, but I might have to watch that one.
Oh, bro, I'm freaking pumped for this one. I want Sugar Sean to win, but Merab also deserves the win. I mean, he's not a character like that, but man, a lot of times fighters don't really have to be like they do all the talking in the ring, you know?
Yeah.
How do you feel about that? About like a boxer not really being a showman? Like, let's say for any of your fighters Do you talk to them about being like
For me, and like my fighters, like I don't we stay quiet. We don't really do that talking too much
yeah,
unless it really gets out of hand. But it's never really been out of hand so lately. But I mean, sometimes you gotta sell a fight. You know what I mean?
right.
And it gets hard, so you gotta do what you gotta do.
I
But
want
I mean, I'm not big on it, but I like watching it. Like, don't get me wrong, like it's funny to me. But it's a tactic, bro. It's another type of tactic. It works. It does. Sometimes it works. Sometimes it doesn't.
right. Do you feel like all these boxers, like the elite boxers, the superstars, do you feel like they get training for the mic?
Or like PR trained.
Yeah, like PR training or going out there for like public speaking, things of that sort.
Uh, I think some do. Not everybody,
Okay.
but it just. I mean, obviously, the more you. I mean, you're around the boxing, you get a couple interviews, and you kind of just get used to it as you go.
Yeah,
So
that's true. That's true for sure.
yeah,
All right, so final predictions: Merab or Sugar Sean?
I got sugar.
Yeah, yeah.
I
I
got
really
sugar.
want Sean O'Malley to freaking take it. Yeah,
Yeah,
I'm
I'm not. I
pulling.
mean, like I said, I'm not big on UFC, but I did see a little bit of the fight. I mean, they're both good. O'Malley does have the striking. The other guy has a take that he has good takedowns. The wrestling, the grappling. So you mean it's gonna be good. Hopefully, like you said, it's a whole different fight.
Yeah, big time. Yeah, I'm with you. I think Sugar Sean is gonna take it, or at least I'm leaning towards Sugar Sean because I think that's only gonna make the trilogy even bigger. Hopefully, they even if Sugar Sean takes it, and hopefully there is a
Yeah,
trilogy because I personally don't think if Sugar Sean wins, I don't think he would want that rematch once again because he knows how tough Merab is.
I mean, it'd be good. I mean, why not do the third one, make more money? You never know.
Yeah, true.
It happen.
So just want to say hi to Liz. Hi, Liz. This is something that I'm not sure if I mentioned last time, but this is just a random live that we're doing here. Just there's a special fight happening tomorrow for UFC, and we just wanted to hop on and do a quick live. But Sunday we should be back on live on Sunday 8 o'clock. But this is just a random one where I call it fight series. Whenever there's a upcoming major fight event, then we hop on here and talk about fighting. But so if you're not really interested in UFC or boxing, this might not interest you. But shout out
But
to you.
still, stay watching.
Yeah, yeah. Thank you for joining, by the way. But yeah, bro. So yeah, I'm taking it for Sugar Sean for sure. And yeah, bro. And anything else about the UFC fight?
That's me. I'm not big on it, like I said, but I got O'Malley, man. He's gonna take it.
Same. All right. So now moving on to your world, Jake Paul versus Julio Cesar Chavez Jr. What do you think, bro? What are your thoughts?
Man, what did we say last time? It depends. Was it who was it? Was it Ryan Garcia or Rolly? It depends what fighter shows up that night, right?
Yeah.
So in this case, what Chavez are we getting?
Man, Chavez has been inactive forever, bro. When was the last time he fought, bro? I think he
Oh,
fought against.
it's been a while, man. I don't even know.
Yeah.
I mean, a lot is on the line, bro. His last name, like, not even. I mean, his dad, a world Mexican world champion and big idol and all this shit. And it's like, dude, like, if you lose to Jake Paul,
Yeah.
it's bad, bro. Like, don't get me wrong, Jake Paul's doing it. He's training, doing his thing, he's doing it right. If he could beat Chavez or knock him, if he knocks him out, bro, that's just like that's yeah. He might as well disown him.
Yeah. So actually, as a matter of fact, it's crazy. So they actually asked Julio Cesar Chavez how he feels about this fight and who he thinks the outcome, the win is going to come out of the outcome. So check it out, and then we can give our reaction.
Let's see.
Paul.
¿Cómo termina, Julio, cómo termina la pelea entre tu hijo y Jake Paul?
Paul.
¿Cómo termina, Julio, cómo termina la pelea entre tu hijo y Jake Paul?
Si fuera brujo te dijera ahorita, ¿me entiendes?
If I was a wizard, I'd tell you right now.
No, yo creo que va a ser, todas las peleas son duras, todas las peleas son difíciles.
All fights are difficult.
Jake Paul es un muchacho joven, fuerte,
Jake Paul is young and strong.
pero como les vuelvo a decir, no, yo creo que no ha peleado con un peleador como mi hijo Julio.
But he's never faced a fighter like
El
myself.
pelear con Mike Tyson, con todo respeto, yo le hubiera dado mejor pelea a Paul que Tyson.
With all due respect, fighting Mike Tyson, I think I would have given him.
That I agree with for sure. Because the Mike Tyson against Jake Paul, it was a joke, way.
Yeah, that thing was just it was just horrible.
And I agree. I think Julio Cesar Chavez would have been a bigger competitive fight against Jake Paul. that would have been a way more interesting way. Yeah.
I think Chavez would definitely give a better fight.
Yeah.
Fight.
No tiró un solo golpe en toda la pelea.
He didn't throw one punch all fight.
O sea, ¿cómo vas a ganar una pelea sin tirar golpes?
How can you win without throwing punches?
Un solo golpe, el primer round nomás tiró golpes Tyson, después de ahí para allá no tiró ni un solo golpe.
Tyson
O sea,
only threw
¿a
punches
quién le
in the
ganó
first
Jake Paul?
round.
¿A quién le ganó?
Who did Jake Paul beat that night?
Con todo respeto, o sea,
With all due respect.
Tyson no peleó.
Tyson
Si
didn't
Tyson
fight.
hubiera peleado, aunque sea un round, en un round lo hubiera noqueado.
At least one round, and probably he would have gotten knocked out.
Pero esta vez es diferente, ¿no? Esta vez es diferente. Ahora
This
va a
time
pelear
it's
con un
different.
peleador que sí le va a echar chingazo, ¿me entiendes? Entonces vamos a ver si realmente aguanta.
This time, I'm going to translate verbatim. This time he's going to get fucked up.
I disagree, bro. You know what I hate, bro? that it's one of those things that when they hype up the fights, they make you believe that, oh shit, actually Tyson has a fighting chance, or Julio Cesar Chavez Jr. has a fighting chance, which at the end of the day it's still a fight, so everybody does, right? But they make you believe that, oh man, this is going to be a more competitive fight. But in reality, there's even channels out there that they get paid to hype up these matches. So they'll highlight like all the attributes of like Mike Tyson, like, oh, look at his fighting style from like years ago, like decades ago. And you can't compare it to now. He's a lot older, right? So like right now, I feel like he's like Julio Cesar Chavez is saying that his son is he's a more competitive fighter, but yet again, he's been inactive.
Yeah, he's been inactive. He's been in drugs, drinking. He hasn't been where he needs to be. You know what I mean? Like for a fight like Jake Paul, like I mean, you got to give it to Jake Paul. That dude's been putting in the work, training good, doing it the right way. And then you get another guy. You get Chavez Jr., which I've always liked him, right? Yeah. I've always liked Chavez Jr. I thought he was gonna be the next, big thing. Yeah. But dude, shit. I don't think he hasn't been focused in a long ass time. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And that's the problem, that we go back to the situation. What Chavez do we get that night?
Right.
You know what I mean? Do we get the Chavez that, the young one that was doing good and all that? Or do you get the Chavez that fought Canelo and just fucking take shots and not do nothing?
Yeah, I like that. Just take shots. And I personally think that's what we're gonna get. I think we're just gonna get another circus.
I don't know. It's kind of hard to say. At this point, maybe just doing it for the money. His career is not the best anyways. Like, it's
yeah.
At this point, Jake Paul has been proving everybody wrong. So
yeah, I agree. So here, just real quick, we have Liz saying she's saying, my grandfather was #1 fan of Julio Cesar Chavez Sr. I remember watching those. That's dope. And she also says, my dad was a kickboxer for over 10 years. Oh, shoot, that's crazy. Also, you know all about all this fighting matches.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But like, you know what I mean? It's like every junior in boxing, they're not all the best. You know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah.
They're not gonna be like the dad. The seniors are gonna be legendary, right? Chavez Senior did he's a legend. Yeah. You know what I mean? And And then you got Junior that, he started off good, started doing his thing, and then, he kind of just went off and things went south for him.
Did you ever see that meme where they said cuando se retiró Julio Cesar Chavez Sr. and he's like, hey, me retiro, pero aquí les dejo mi hijo. You know what I mean? And everybody's like, oh, like, fuck yeah, like, su hijo, the next legend. Y luego they show the meme that Julio Cesar Chavez Jr. está in heels, but he's wearing heels.
I said it sounded. Yeah, I saw that one.
Yeah. Oh man, that sucks. I think.
But it's like we can't take this away from Chavez Jr. Right? He's a real fighter.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah. Real boxer. He can fight. We know he can fight. But it's been a long time since he's been in the ring. There's definitely gonna be ring rust. But then again, Jake Paul fought Tyson last time, and he didn't look all that good, even though Tyson didn't do anything.
Yeah, I agree.
So, I mean, I think regardless, if whatever Chavez shows up, the good or the bad, Chavez is gonna throw. He's gonna try to land some shots, and we'll see what happens. Well, you know what? Talking about it, Chavez lost to fucking Silva.
Yeah, he already lost against a UFC fighter, and he's an older UFC fighter.
That's right. So that just goes to show you, you know what I mean? You got Jake Paul that's training boxing, and he has a high chance of beating Chavez.
Yeah. So here, check. This is currently Julio Cesar Chavez Jr., how he's looking promoting the fight.
Hola, Julio Cesar Chavez Jr.
I don't know why this thing is
Hola,
lagging.
Julio Cesar Chavez Jr.
There we
Hola,
go.
Julio Cesar Chavez Jr. Está el pay-per-view en DAZN para la pelea del 28. Vayan a ver cómo le doy en la madre a Jake Paul.
He looks kind of chubby there, no?
Hola, Julio Cesar Chavez Jr. Está el pay-per-view en DAZN para la pelea del 28. Vayan a ver cómo le doy en la madre a Jake Paul.
You feel like he's locked in or not?
Hola, Julio.
I mean, the fight's at what, 190, 180?
Fuck, I don't know. That's a good point. I'll see if I can look it up. You see the top one, Carlos Jr. Instead of being Julio Cesar Chavez Jr., Carlos Jr. Guy's out of breath just talking. He's gassing out in the first 30 seconds. The Chavez family are running out of money. He's still out of shape. What a joke of a fight. You see, like, oh man, nobody's believing in him.
Everything's against him, bro. Because
yeah,
he lost to an old ass Silva, and then just damn.
Yeah, bro. Yeah, I think it's. You see, bro, this is potentially the last chance we give you. Do not let us down. That's true, bro.
You know what? I agree, man. I agree with that.
Yeah, if he loses this one, yeah, like just take your money and just retire, bro.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like you can't come back and do a comeback after so many years. Like after losing this one, if he does actually lose.
Yeah. It's a tough one, man.
Yeah, let me see. There's some other supposedly this is him getting ready for the fight, but not sure if this is the current activity. Can you as a trainer, can you tell a lot, but just those shots, those body shots?
Those are heavy shots.
Those are heavy shots, but then at the same time, they don't transition a lot to the fight itself, right? Or what do you think?
Yeah, because usually, he's gonna stand. It's like standing in the pocket, he's just going to the body.
Yeah. So that's him, and then I got another one for. That's the thing. Here he looks a lot more fit, and compared to the other video when he's promoting the actual fight. So this might be old footage, though.
The first one was new. This one, I don't know.
Yeah, this one looks like old footage because he looks a lot like skinnier and like he actually looks in shape. Chavez Sr. is begging him to stop embarrassing his legacy. Why he looks cracked out. Would rather watch this father fight. Yeah, I honestly would rather see Julio Cesar Chavez the Senior fight. Might as well.
Yeah,
No?
that's big
What do you-
paycheck. Yeah.
yeah. I think overall he's just gonna freaking at the end of the day he's gonna take the money, and if I think he's gonna lose for sure.
You got Jake Paul?
I got Jake Paul.
Man, I've
What
done this before. I've done it before, man. I'm gonna take Chavez, man. I'm gonna be the.
Really? Oh
I'm gonna be
shit!
that.
$20 bet. Es más un seis, güey. I don't know. Do you drink or not?
Yeah, I'll do a 6.
Okay, un
Let's do
seis,
it.
güey. Un seis.
Okay, fuck it. Chavez better come through.
Un seis de cerveza. Check it out.
Yeah, why not? I'm gonna, like that comment said. I'm gonna give him the last. This is his last chance to prove himself.
Yeah. His last chance, pues, yes.
Yeah, because he's going in there for all the boxers, the ones that put in the work and all this. If this guy's, I mean, who knows if he sold himself or whatever, but we'll see.
Bro, what do you think is going to happen if Julio Cesar Chavez Jr. actually wins? If he were to win, that would be insane. It would be a shocker, bro. I think more people would be more shocked of him actually winning than Jake Paul winning.
Yeah. Yeah, it would be. I think it'll be shocking. It'll be a game changer.
That'll be crazy, bro. Imagine, which I don't think it's gonna happen, but imagine Julio Cesar Chavez Jr. knocking out Jake Paul.
What? Chavez has that chance, dude. If he works the body,
yeah,
dude, he has a big chance. And if he lands a good shot to where he makes him feel like, oh shit, like this fool's really hitting hard.
Yeah,
he still has that chance, bro. Chavez still has a chance no matter what. He has that experience. He's been there, done that. He's gonna expose Jake Paul a little bit. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I hopefully, but you know what? With all these fights, bro, lately, I've been disappointed that I really feel like they're not gonna brawl. Like I really hope they do, but I just haven't seen it lately. It's been very rare that I see brawlers.
I think Jake Paul's gonna kind of pick him off, touch, move, touch, jab, 1-2. And then move around. He's not gonna bring it out with him. He's gonna want to stay away from him.
Yeah.
So I think he's gonna box him a little bit more than what we think. I think Chavez is gonna try to just walk his ass down.
Yeah, hopefully. I really hope so. But yeah, here. Let me show one last clip and we'll just we'll wrap it up.
Jake Paul noqueará a Chavez Jr. Asegura Jake Paul noqueará.
My freaking, for some reason, is lagging it.
Jake Paul noqueará a Chavez Jr., asegura Sean Porter, y comentó lo siguiente en su podcast de Porter Way. Le gana Jake Paul por nocaut. No tiene tanque de gasolina. Eso significa que no está trabajando ni entrenando fuera del gimnasio. Vi lo del gimnasio y te rascas la cabeza pensando, ¿eso es todo por hoy? Un día llegó al gimnasio y empezó a boxear con Sombra. No sé si llegó a pelear un round en el saco, pero luego empacó y se fue. He visto peleas cortas. No quiero faltarle al respeto, pero te hará rascar la cabeza. Los demás peleadores se rirán como diciendo, ¿eso fue todo? ¿Por eso apareció? Jake Paul noqueará.
Yeah, I think that was old footage, but I really.
Yeah, it's old footage of him when he was with Freddie.
Okay, I'll even put a stamp. Jake Paul is gonna knock out Julio Cesar Chavez Jr. Way. I don't want it to happen, but I think it's gonna happen. I see it.
I don't think so. If Canelo couldn't knock him out, I don't think Jake Paul knock him out.
Oh shit, really? Oh, that's right. But okay, you're right. I think they were saying that Canelo didn't want to knock out Julio Cesar Chavez Jr. You think that's true or no?
Nah. Chavez only been knocked out once that I remember.
Okay, so
that's when he went up to 175 or something like that.
Okay, si lo noquea, güey, doble 6, güey, un 12, güey.
If he gets knocked out, I'll get you a 24.
Okay, wait. All right, so Jake Paul, if I'll get a 6, if Jake Paul wins, if he wins by knockout, un 24, güey. And if it's the other way
Vice
around,
versa. And vice versa.
it's Simon, güey. If Junior knocks down Jake Paul, un 24, güey. I think that's that's a miracle.
Nah, Chavez, man, he better not let me down again, bro. This is his last chance I'm giving him, man.
Yeah.
After this, I gave up on him already, but I'm gonna give him this last chance. I'm gonna go for.
That'll be crazy.
I'm gonna go for the odd one out.
Bro, what do you think is gonna happen if Jake Paul knocks down or knocks out freaking Junior way?
Damn, bro, that's gonna be crazy.
Yeah, man, that's gonna be.
Plus, they're gonna say, "Oh, well, Canelo didn't knock him out. Oh, he could take out Canelo." And you already know all this shit's gonna come on.
Yeah, and that would even give him more fire because apparently and allegedly Jake Paul was supposed to fight Canelo, but then I think Turkey ended up like buying him off.
I go see. Yeah, supposedly, yeah, supposedly they were in talks.
Yeah,
supposedly, and the Turkish took over.
Yeah,
but man, if he wins by knockout, man, that would be crazy,
insane. I'm excited now. That one's, I think this upcoming fight is taking place in when is it? The end of the month, I think.
Is it the end of the month?
I believe so. Let me see here. Let's do the stats and then we'll wrap it up. So, where is it at? So Jake Paul versus Julio Cesar Chavez Jr. fight preview. So the date is Saturday, June 28th. So it's coming up. It's in a couple of weeks, so like in 3 weeks. So fighter profiles: Jake is 28, 6'1", reach 76 inches. His current record is 11-1-0, 7 knockouts. Orthodox. Notable achievements: defeated Mike Tyson and highly publicized in November 2024. Only professional loss to Tommy Fury in 2023. Significant physical transformation, moving from 181 to a peak of 227. He's pretty heavy, bro.
Yeah,
so Julio Cesar Chavez, he's 39 years old, bro. So 39, and Jake is only 28. Fuck, Junior is old, bro.
Dude, I thought Junior was younger.
Bro, Junior is old, bro. Well, not that old because we're almost that age.
I thought, damn.
Yeah, so he's 6 foot, record 54. Dang, he has 54 fights.
Yeah.
34 knockouts. Orthodox, former WBC middleweight champion, son of boxing legend Julio Cesar Chavez. Last fought in July 2024, securing a unanimous decision over Uriah Hall. I don't even know who that is. So some key stories and fun facts. Experience versus you. Chavez Jr. brings a wealth of experience, 62 professional fights, while Paul is rapidly exceeding with 12 bouts under his belt. Physical advantages. Paul holds a 3-inch reach advantage, which could play a pivotal role in maintaining distance and controlling the pace. Training and preparation. Former world champion Sean Porter has observed Paul's training and predicts a knockout victory for him, citing concerns over Chavez Jr.'s work ethic. And lastly, legacy on the line. Like como estamos diciendo, a victory for Paul could propel him closer to a world title shot, with potential matchups against champions like Badeau, Jack being discussed. Freaking crazy. So potential records. A win would mark his 12th professional victory if Jake Paul wins. For Junior, a victory would rejuvenate his career, potentially leading to more significant fights. Yeah, I doubt it. At 39 years of age, I don't think so. So
yeah, I don't think he won't really do too much if he wins this one.
Yeah.
It just, I mean, it'll be crazy because now like he fought a real fighter now. He beat Jake Paul and Jake Paul.
He already fought Tommy Fury though.
Yeah, but he's trash too.
Yeah.
But I think for Jake Paul, a loss is bad for him, right? For Chavez, kind of everybody expects for him to lose. You know what I mean? Like, look what he's doing, you know?
Yeah.
But who knows, man? It just, It just depends, man. Like I said, it depends what fucking what Chavez comes.
Yeah, I think I got my 20 for me 24 on lock for sure.
Yeah.
All right. Any final words, way?
Nah, man. Just I mean, there's a lot of fights coming up soon, so we'll definitely lock into the upcoming fights.
Yeah, we'll try to do it. Hopefully, we can get it like if not a weekly, at least a bi-weekly, every 2 weeks. Hopefully, we can
Yeah.
like fights and stuff.
Yeah, because there's a lot more fights coming up. A lot of potential good matchups, man, and there's a lot of news that we can hit. You know.
For sure, bro. All right. So once again, we will try to do this at least, if not weekly, bi-weekly, and I always pull up the number here if you guys want to leave any links or anything like that. Eventually, at times, people can call in here. People have called in on my lives on Sundays 8 o'clock, but this is a new thing here for the fight series. But eventually, we can get a bigger community that we can all talk and just talk about like combat sports. With that being said, my name is Angel Houseman. We got
Barajas.
Yeah, Mr. Frank Barajas. All right. Till next time. Thank you for people that joined in.
Later.